Okay, so let's talk about this issue of Headies going back to Nigeria. And for those of you who have reached out to me about my comment about the Grammys, the Headies and all that, this is my opinion, and this is very important also that we look into the facts of why Headies left in the first place. Headies, the clamoring for Headies to go back to Nigeria is a plus to the organizers because in the first place, Headies had to branch out. I wouldn't say Headies left Nigeria. Headies branched out for a reason. And, at a point, it seemed like the value proposition was no longer there when the artists, the industry, people that so-called gatekeepers, abandoned their very own and most important, most valuable award show, the Entertainment Industry Award Show in Africa at that time. And if anybody ever tells you you don't need to seek validation, don't listen to them. There are times you need to check out to validate what you got going on through other people's lenses so that you know where you are, where you're going. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, Grammys don't need to validate us. They don't validate us. They gave us a guide. They check us. They gave us something to look forward to. Why do people jackpot? Why do people leave Nigeria? It's because there's a need to take a leave of absence at times and reevaluate where you are based on where you're coming from, where you are, and where you're going. So back to the Headies, I think, for me, I don't think Headies should rush to go back to Nigeria for the wrong reasons. Because everybody clamoring, saying, come back, come back. Are they asking Headies to come back for 1 year? Is the support just going to be 1 year, or is it going to be for a lifetime? Grammy was a brand that was built over the years. People could ask for Headies to come back today because Headies has done something unique in 2 years. They have done something very unique. And it seemed like, oh, what happened? People were not placing the right value on Headies when he was, in Nigeria. So after he left, took a leave of absence and venture where it's called the global stage. Everybody was like, oh, why did they take the award over there? Then the glamour was back. Then the value proposition was back. Then the attention was back. Then the need for something that was not celebrated, now being celebrated, was back. And to my good brother, Ayo Animation, I always say, don't take Headies back to Nigeria because people are saying, come, 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 come. Take it back because there is value proposition back at home for it. And it's not short-term value proposition, but long-term. Are we just going to have the artists, the A-listers, the B-listers come and support the industry practitioners, the industry players, the stakeholders? Are they going to be part of it for just for 1 year? And by 2025, 2026, everybody's back to the basis. So there must be a rethink on why Headies we go back home and go back home to stay. And that is very, very important. For me, I don't think there is need to rush Headies back home just because the fans are asking for it. This is a business. It has to be treated as one. And it has to be handled as one. Nobody will have asked for Headies to come back if Headies has stayed in Nigeria in the last 2 years. It will have practically been dead by now. So thank you for taking that risk in the first place, AY. You know what we had to do to get to where we are. You were just one dog-head crazy guy, and you got it here. So because they got shanked by Grammy, they're asking for you. But remember what Lagba just said, everybody that's saying how many jobs are you got to watch. keep dancing. We are behind you. You got to check if these people are really behind Headies or they're just there for this momentary antidote. So stay tuned. We're going to have more to talk about the last Grammys and the way forward for Headies. My name is Bishop Adejube. I remain loyal to you. Thank you.